welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Representing the legendary Al Davis, and the team's will to just win, baby. The torch is lit before every game inside of Allegiant Stadium, as these fans hope it indeed drives their Raiders to victory in Vegas. Tonight, we're keeping it in the AFC West, between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders. Carroll ready to get us started. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Now bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. And now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They're led up by the 6th-year pro out of Oregon. Productive his entire career so far. You and I are both big fans of this guy, Justin Herbert.
Just ho-hum, more of the same production from Herbert in year 5. In fact, it was the cleanest football of his career, Kate. 23 touchdowns, just 3 interceptions. But he's got to check that box of playoff wins. And that's not easy to do in this AFC.
On the play fake, it's Herbert. Snared by his running back, it's Najee Harris. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
First down, Los Angeles.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. Could make the connection, was looking for Lad McConkey. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Jeremy Chin there on the stop.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap to Herbert. That one's good to McConkey. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Chargers' 1st down.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
At the Raiders' 44-yard line.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Staying on the ground with Harris. And he'll be met near the line to limit the game to a yard. coming over for the hit.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On third down, Herbert. He was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
Kid, all the data lately has taught us really clearly. Sacks, negative yardage plays. They not only just destroy that play, they destroy drives. Well done, defense.
So on fourth down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. And as this hits and heads out, we wait for the mark, but it should be right on the 20. Here come the Raiders now for their opening drive. And leading them out, you and I have both covered this guy, Brock, a veteran drafted back in 2013, coming off a career high in passing yards last season. It's Geno Smith.
Not been a whole lot of careers quite like Geno's. The miraculous second act of his career in 2022 is now old news. And I think it's because of a stubbornness, a stick-to-itiveness, and a competitiveness that few have.
Smith on first down. Caught. Trey Tucker makes the play. And some excellent work on this play. Takes him a while to get to him downfield.
It's a gain of 30. And the Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
They go play action. Here's Smith. Hopkins isn't moving up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch. And you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
Offense to the line for second down. Trying again, following the set. He completes it in traffic. And he'll manage what he can up to the 48. That's Denzel Perryman in on the stop.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, here's Smith. He puts some air under it deep down the left. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up fourth and long.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. And it sails out of bounds. That's a good kick. Got all the way down to what looks like the 10-yard line before leaving the field. The Chargers getting their offense set for their second drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10. From the pistol, it's Herbert. He's got Quentin Johnson complete. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Chargers will have a first.
Hey, let's get those next-gen stats out here, Kate. See just how far he had to run between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw. Did a beautiful job of settling down into zone coverage, even though it took him a whole lot of distance to get there.
They bring Johnston in motion. First and 10, Herbert. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it.
Intended for
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field, but in this close, we really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. They give to Harris from the gun. And that's not what the offense started about. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down.
tackled back at
I know from the
28-yard
position of the
line.
quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Here he is on third and long. Dumped off to his running back. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stops.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. Well, I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on third down.
So once again, J.K. Scott out to punt it away. Back deep for the Raiders, Trey Tucker. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. Second drive coming up for the Las Vegas offense. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Smith to throw. Chargers bringing the pressure, and they got him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. You know, and quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. The first carry here for Ashton Genty. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Shotgun snap to Smith. Defense is too much here. The Chargers drag him down. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down.
I don't know why, Kate, but when I'm thinking of this series that we all just watched, I'm just hearing the sound. But not a whole lot of other ways to describe the set of downs that we just watched and the results that followed. It was third and extra long, and now it's fourth and forever.
Las Vegas sends out the punt team. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. He gets it out of there, and this has some distance. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Charger offense making its way to the field. By this point, partner, they are through that opening script, through trying to establish their offense, and yet still no points. Thinking it might be time to start switching things up a little bit, tear up the old game plan and start fresh.
Well, I promise you that's what's buzzing on the headsets and over on the sidelines and in the huddle. Got to find a way to just get into some sort of rhythm.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Now a run with Harris. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
All right. right, here we go. Second down. Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. Hits him on the in route. Breaks the tackle. Green grabs ahead. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
18 on the play. First down, Chargers.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Draw play here. Hampton escapes a defender. And he works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7.
If it doesn't net a first down, you get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. From the gun, they go with Harris. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Brought down at the 18-yard line.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Hampton. Solid block in there, springs him for 8. It's going to be 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Now an inside handoff to Harris. And he's going to be stopped after a pickup of 9, and that's going to make it 1st and goal.
Stopped short of the goal line. 1st and goal, Los Angeles.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Fullback trying to power it across. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Chargers take a 6-0 lead in the 1st quarter. Goal line formation, a give to the fullback powering forward. Is that Lorenzo O'Neal? That Tom Rathman down there, Brock? It doesn't get more old school smash mouth than that.
Yeah, I think you could go back to the early 1900s with no face masks and still find that play, that formation, and yes, sometimes even that touchdown.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers will jump back to a 7-0 lead.
Raiders, nothing.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away.
The Chargers.
Here's White on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. And they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first 2 possessions.
But you don't want to see more. You want to see more, but you want to see some. Life that slows you down. Your body is acting up. Your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you back it up. You check about thoughts and memories that's adding up. Overseas.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Smith. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a short game.
These just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
This is Genty on second. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be third down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Throwing on third, Smith. Catch is made by the rookie out of Tennessee. And he's got them quite the game here, partner, as he finally is brought to a stop.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for a Las Vegas. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Y'all gotta pump my taste.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. The Chargers have an early lead. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They're looking at first down here. Completed out to the left on that. And this makes it to around the 43-yard line. Cam Hart's up for the tackle that time.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. On the option, it's Genty. Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. And he's taken to the ground after a nice push downfield.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Las Vegas. First and 10 at the 24.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Smith to the air now. He's got it along the sideline. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Vegas first down.
That's good.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run and break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be second down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Now Smith.
Tip, 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 tip. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
All right, 2 yards to go here on third down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. Here's Smith. And that's caught. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all, at this point, expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Raiders tie this game 7-7. They're all set to send her away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch your breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Harris. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
All I could tell him there was good luck. You get a safety all over a run like that, I could just smell it like a shark with blood in the water. And you feel fortunate if you're even able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Herbert from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 27.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Herbert finds the in route complete. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
1st down, ball at the 36. Shotgun give to Hampton. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. They go play action. Here's Herbert. We'll check this one down. Complete to the fullback. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Running it with Hampton. And that run good for a handful as it brings up 2nd down.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you could be a Pro Bowler.
1st down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. From the 41. Now he's past the 25. And he's going to set them up with a 1st down on a huge gain.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Chargers.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Hampton gets the handoff. And He's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up first and goal.
You know what I call that play, Kate? You call that a confidence injector. It just injects belief in that O-line, that running back, and most importantly, that play caller knowing he can call a run and he can get a first down too.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Shotgun snap to Herbert. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the gameplay.
So after the incomplete pass, here's second and goal. Harris will not challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Third and goal now from the 6 after that last play. Throwing now, Herbert. And it's incomplete on third and goal.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
So on fourth down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Dicker connects there, and that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's White on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Raiders back on offense, led out by Geno Smith. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Las Vegas offense is set. First and 10. First play is going to be again to Genty. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got second and 4.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is second and 4. They motion Tucker over left. Second and 4. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they need to get 4 on third down.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Putting a receiver in motion. Smith on third and short. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
That's good for Las Vegas. First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
You want to become quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Shotgun give here to Genty. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
Out of the gun, here's Smith. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
Third and long for him here. He's running for it. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. Darius Davis returning for the Chargers. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. The Chargers and Omarion Hampton out there on offense once again. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Completed over the middle. And a defender there right after the catch. He stopped at the 17. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Chargers will have a first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Dumps it off to his running back. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Complete to Omarion Hampton. A gain of 19 yards. And the Chargers first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
1st and 10, give to Harris. Spins out of one stop, and he crosses midfield before going out. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from Allegiant. The Chargers looking for a bigger lead before the break. 1st and 10, Herbert. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gain about 8, 2nd down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's Herbert. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's taken down at the 30. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Throwing on first is Herbert. Complete out to the right side. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt like he'd pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Running behind center with Harris. And this is down to the doorstep of that red zone. Another yard to reach it and pick up that first down, too.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. Trying to get it with the option. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. That one ends up a gain of 6. And the Chargers will have a first.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Chargers.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Has him on a quick hitter. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And this is going to be an LA touchdown. The Chargers will add to their lead at the end of the half.
Los Angeles.
Loud McConkey with a touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Dicker on now for the PAT.
For the extra point.
Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chargers make it a 10-point ball game.
17. Raiders 7.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
I've been ready since my dad used to tell me he would come into the house to get me. He ain't show. Valuable lesson, man.
1st and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. Shotgun snap to Smith. Throw left side, complete. And he'll get it up to the 44. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Looking to throw. Get some space around midfield. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Enemy control.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. One final shot before the half. A massive shot towards the end zone. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes, incomplete. So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's White on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Out come the Raiders. They'll have it first to begin the third quarter. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Pistol formation here first as they come to the line. And off to Genty. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Smith. Catch made underneath by the back. On yardage.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Smith on first down. He's complete to Bowers outright. And they'll make a stop up at the 46-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 46. Hauled in again, it's Bowers. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Ball at the 33 for first down. And again, it's Smith. Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
2nd and 3 now. From the 27. Completed left side to Thomas. And he gets this forward to the 19. That one gains 7. And that's good for Raiders first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Setting up the screen. And it's close, but he's not going to score. Out of bounds right at the goal line, Brock. It's going to be 1st and goal.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Here's Genty. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from him? Maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
With the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. Smith back to throw. And this will be a Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders cut into the lead coming out of halftime. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Carlson now to add one more. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders cut it to a field goal game.
17. Raiders 14.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break. As we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Darius Davis to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember. But as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Herbert. Has it downfield, working the left. He will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
A gain of 27 on the play. And the Chargers first down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
They'll toss it to Harris. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
A gain of 14. First down, Chargers.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master. Seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone could finally get to him.
Najee takes this one. And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Play action now for Herbert. Connects on the crosser. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. They get an even 10 on that play. And it brings up an LA first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Dumped off to his running back. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as he let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find the completion down the field. They were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Herbert from the gun. That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Kate, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
So on 4th down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. From 37 yards in the right hash. Dicker connects there. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our 2nd half. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's White on the return. This makes it up to the 25.
The Raiders take over.
The Raiders back on offense, led out by Geno Smith. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Counter give to Genty. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat. Blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Finds him on the crossing route. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is, because that QB and tight ends, they got that ball out in a hurry.
On 1st down, Genty is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he can only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to Genty. And he'll push this upfield and earn that one. Who set it down?
13 yards on the play. That's good for Las Vegas.
Pretty obvious as defense. I mean, they need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Smith to the air now. This is Cox. That's Bowers working downfield. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
A gain of 34 yards. That's good for another Las Vegas. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
First and goal, they're going option. And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders find the end zone for 6. Geno Smith with a touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1, more times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
Carlson good on the extra points. And the Raiders take the lead on that successful kick. As always, a hand tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Return starts at the 9. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Chargers
Are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Throwing now, Herbert. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Chargers.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
1st and 10 from the 41. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Herbert with a blitz coming. Out wide, it's Allen. On the move, past the 40. Racing down the left side. And they're going to have 1st and goal. He's out of bounds just shy of that 5-yard line. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will set up 1st and goal.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Trying to run in, Harris. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
They bring Johnston in motion. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. We've got a screen to the running back. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
All right, we reached the final quarter of Monday Night Prime Time. The Chargers have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Now Herbert to throw. On the screen, this is Harris.
These little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
A big try coming up here for Cameron Dicker. Very short kick here from the right hand. Kicked well, and this is good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
Up and ready to boot it away. Tucker now on the return. Dekes out a 1-stop. He's got a lane up past the 30. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. I'm trying to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Dive play straight ahead. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defense linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that brings up 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
They'll bring out the punter here. It'll be A.J. Cole doing the honors. And he's there to make the fair catch right at the 10-yard line.
The Chargers
Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Harris gets it on the counter. And he'll be stopped just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. On the play fake, it's Herbert. He can run it.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He'll make a big for it on the ground. And progress finally halted after he picks up a chunk.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 10. And the Chargers 1st down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
Running left is Harris. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, not for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or 2 ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. To the air this time. Herbert completed over the middle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Herbert back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
The Chargers lined up in punt formation. J.K. Scott will kick it away. Juke the defender. Ooh, and he's out of bounds before he can break it upfield. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Smith. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. It was there. He just couldn't corral it. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Back to the air. It's Smith. Gets it to him on the screen. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now. They pick up 9 on that previous play.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, These little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first.
It's a gain of 2. And the Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
First down, Smith to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
All right, here we go. Second down. Another try following the sack. He's going to loft one deep to the left. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be hauled down in the 2. That sets up first and goal.
That's good for Las Vegas. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
They just could not even find a slip of breathing room on that first down. And this is not an envious spot for this play caller to be in. I don't know what you go to now.
Trying again from the 2. It's second and goal. A play fake. Now Smith to throw. On and quick, and they bring it down. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
All right, up to the point of the game, Kate, now. We got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again. Find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal. Smith back to throw. Setting up the running back screen. And he's not going to get in. Another stand defensively. They've made it fourth and goal.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the third down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
On comes Daniel Carlson for a pretty important kick from the left hash, about 31 yards out. Tracking for it, and it's good! And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate. You don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
All set now for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Davis. Jukes one defender, and this drive will start inside the 25. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. First call here coming from the shotgun. They bring the tight end in motion. First and 10. Here's Herbert. That throw finds Johnston. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Now an inside handoff to Harris. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
First down, and they go right back to it. The stop is made after 4 yards. It's 2nd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Harris once more. Caught behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Looking to throw. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, then you got to go finish him. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
He fields this at the 18. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Raiders back on offense, led out by Geno Smith. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. First play is going to be a give to Genty. And they'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Raiders clinging to a 1-point lead. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Motioning Myers right. Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Connects on the crosser. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time. 1:55 to go.
See, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've worked over the week. They're in practice. They're both quarterback and tight end. Went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope you have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully. And the tight end, the beneficiary.
1st and 10 from the 41. Shotgun give here to Genty. And they make the stop after giving up 6 yards. Good run on first. It's 2nd down. And right away we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Another give here to Genty. Trying to fight free, he can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they call their final timeout. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. He's back to throw. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. This is why it's called a victory formation. He takes a knee and the seconds tick away towards a win. So put this in the win column for the Raiders. This was a game they had circled a long time ago, Brock. You bring a division rival into your building, you want to make a statement at their expense and get that W.
We know it's not just an axiom, right, that it's so hard to win any game in the NFL. It is. They're difficult to do. But a division rival in your own building, it almost feels like a must-win, and that's the juice they played with today.
So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders winners as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.
Yeah.